Hey guys, today's story is about a jerk. So this happened about 8 months ago. My D&D group decided to play over Zoom due to the pandemic and me being at home from college while everyone was still in school. Our party consisted of a monk, a paladin, a fighter, and my druid. We were all at level 7, and there was some multiclassing going on, but those were our core classes. The monk and the fighter were dating, which is important to the story. We were in an arena, about to fight 3 bounty hunters, and for reasons that had not yet been revealed to us in the story, they were after our fighter. The bounty hunters were a mage, a blood hunter, and the other one I can't quite remember, but the fight commenced and I tried heat metal on the blood hunter's armor plate. The mage cast banishment on our monk, and the monk managed to make the saving throw. The blood hunter had cast off his armor, which made my heat metal worthless, so I had to change my strategy when it was my turn again. I wanted to get the fight over with as quickly as I could, so I wanted to polymorph into something big. I chose a T-Rex, and the rest of the party got excited. The DM said,
"You know, with an intelligence score that low, you're not smart enough to know who your allies are, right?"
I didn't know this, but I figured that the bounty hunters would begin to target the large dinosaur instead of my party. Well, the mage went straight for me, and cast banishment. The dinosaur and my druid had the same charisma modifier, so my saving throw would be the same regardless of my form. I failed the save, and boom, I was gone. I wasn't upset about this. I took a risk that didn't pay off, and I was still cracking jokes like, "Well, I might as well start on my homework then." And the fight continued on. And no matter how my party damaged the mage was never failing their concentration check. The DM seemed to have made it so that this mage needed to take 20 or more damage in one hit to fail a save, because the mage was always passing even on a DC 10 saving throw. The fight continued to go downhill for our party, and eventually the fighter dropped. The paladin was low, and the monk was mad at me for getting banished, because I was basically our only healer. The monk even said that if their girlfriend, the fighter, died because of me, they were going to drive to my house and beat me up, saying what I did was stupid, and etc. The monk continued to berate me throughout the entire fight, and I had said twice on the Zoom call for the monk to calm down and just shut up about it, and that it was just a mistake, and it's just a game. The DM also seemed to realize that they accidentally made the fight too hard. They had the mage teleport away and drop concentration on banishment. As such, I came back and killed the remaining 2 bounty hunters, and then the DM got up and went to the bathroom. I was in a foul mood after being berated for the past 20 minutes, and the monk asked why I was being so quiet. The paladin said, "He probably isn't very happy that you said some of the stuff you said during the fight." The monk replied with,
"Well, I've been drinking. I don't even remember what I said."
And I said that the way they talked to me was rude and uncalled for. The monk doubled down, saying that I was stupid, and I should have never polymorphed into a T-Rex. And I will admit, I got mad, and I went off. I yelled back, and then left the Zoom call. The DM called my phone, and we talked. The DM then talked to the party, and the DM asked me if I would like to continue playing. I said no, not tonight, and the DM asked if it was okay for them to continue playing for a little bit, and I said sure. The next day, they sent me a message saying that the monk wanted me to apologize to the group for blowing up. I knew I would need to apologize, but I also wanted an apology from the monk. I tried 3 times to set up a time for a Zoom call so I could apologize to everyone, and every time I picked a time, the monk said that they would be busy. The DM texted me that the monk was still mad about the whole thing and was probably lying about being busy. This made absolutely no sense to me, because the monk wanted me to apologize. The next day, the DM sent me a message kicking me out of the group, but I still wrote out an apology and sent it to everyone involved. I never got a sincere apology from the monk, even when I was asked for one. I got a backhanded half-assed apology. I know this was long and definitely wasn't the worst horror story out there, but it still makes me frustrated, and I haven't had a D&D group since. Well guys, as far as I'm concerned, the OP didn't really do anything wrong. If you are constantly being berated for an extended period of time, even when you're trying to be reasonable about it but the other person keeps going on, you're going to test the patience of even the most saintly of people. Quite frankly, the OP shouldn't have apologized, and the DM was quite unreasonable, in basically only taking the monk's side. And furthermore, if we want to be really pedantic, it wasn't even him turning into a T-Rex that was the stupid thing here. It was the DM using banishment on him, which his save would have still been the same whether or not he polymorphed. Hopefully if the OP ever does decide to get the wherewithal to play D&D again, he can find a better group than this band of misfits. I can understand fully if he never wants to go back to it because of this. But in any case, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you would like to chat and hang out with other people, I have a Discord link in the description. But, as always, have a good one.